Okay, so if I keep it within the context of the three areas, three business transformation areas that I just previously mentioned. So in the area of new growth, which is it's a huge focus for OPG right now, especially as we are shutting down a plant. There's a requirement for a whole new skill set that doesn't exist today. So this is a challenge area for us because we're having to work really closely with the business to define what this new work is so that we can create the new roles in our organization in order to attract the right talent. We also want to be able to monitor where these jobs report to in our organization to make sure that they're assigned to the correct funding stream. And to do this, right now we're using sort of a fairly generic jobs. Again, I work in the job evaluation section of the business, right? So we're looking at right now we're using generic jobs because we can use them more widely across the organization. But we need to be able to identify those new growth areas and the work that people are performing so that we can monitor where they're reporting in the organization. And so we've had to come up with a solution where we can flag the job in our system, which has been quite administrative and manual. So this is a little bit of a challenge for us because we don't have that flexibility and the ability to integrate with other systems. That would have really helped us sort of resolve this issue. In the area of plant closures, so at OPG, we've gone through redeployment exercises several times in my 30 plus years with the company. We're 90% unionized. We have like two very strong unions. And our collective agreements really prescribe the redeployment process when there is a plant closure. So we have one collective agreement, which is very prescriptive. And so from a technology perspective, where it's easier for us to come up with like an algorithm that'll help with the associated redeployment activities. Our other union, which is our professional union, is the redeployment language is very, very complex. So we're going to be closing down our Pickering operation in 2026. And so there's going to be a very heavy reliance on employee data so that we can execute both of these collective agreements and make sure that we have the right people going into the right jobs. And so technology obviously is going to be really important to us. And we need to be able to leverage all of our existing systems, make sure that there's alignment and integration. A big challenge for us right now is the fact that our systems don't speak to each other. So again, that's a huge challenge area for us. And then in the area of business efficiencies, so this is a challenge area in the sense that it's in the change management and the acceptance of the change by our employees. So many of our work processes today are quite manual, but they are being replaced with smart forms, apps, other sort of technology solutions. So we're transitioning many of our manual processes using technology. In some cases, these changes are all happening at the same time. And so we need to be mindful of how much capacity for change our employees can handle and look at ways, how can we implement these changes in a sort of a well thought out way. So that's another sort of challenge area with business efficiencies.